Hey everyone, President Kerrigan here with Colony Gaming, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of Hearthstone for those of you that don't know it. Hearthstone is basically a digital trading card game that is owned by Blizzard Entertainment, and essentially the idea is that each player starts out with about 30 cards, and the idea is to get your enemy to 0 HP. Now, in Hearthstone, you have 9 classes right now: the Warrior, Shaman, Rogue, Druid, Hunter, Paladin, Warlock, Mage, and Priest. And each one of these classes has a special ability to them that makes them unique. And they also have cards that are class-specific cards that only that class can use. Now, you do have cards that are neutral, like these, that any deck can use. But just for example, the Paladin has these cards here, and these are class-specific only cards, meaning you cannot use, for example, Shadow Step in any other class. Now, there are 3 modes here right now. We have Play, Practice, and Arena, and eventually right here I'm assuming is going to be the Adventure mode from the Naxxramas patch that's going to be coming out. But for now, I'm going to explain these 3. Play is essentially you will be able to either use basic decks or the decks that you have created and play against people casually, or play people against ranked. And basically the only difference here is that ranked play, you have different modes of, or different levels, so to speak, of people battling each other out for different rewards and just climbing the ladder, essentially. It's a bit more competitive, and you'll definitely face harder people there with way better decks. Casual play is just that, it's casual play. Now, practice mode is essentially you're facing against the AI, and you can choose from each of the different classes that you want to pick against. So this is pretty good for trying to practice against a specific deck. And you have normal mode, and of course the expert mode for once you have some better deck built. You can, better decks built, rather, you can practice against harder AI, and yeah, you'll be able to choose specifically which class you want to play against. Now, the arena mode is you essentially forge a deck from random cards, as it says right here, and the cards that you will get to pick are cards that you own. So it will not be just, you know, every card out there that you'll get to randomly choose from. It'll be just your cards. And you'll get them in sets of 3, and you'll have to try and use your best judgment to pick the right one. Now, to get more cards, you will go into the shop. Also, at the end of Arena, depending on how many times you win, you will get rewards at the end. And yeah, from what I've heard, you always get a free pack, at least one free pack. That's what I've heard anyways. And in Arena, you can win up to 12 times, and then it ends. Or if you lose 3 times, then you're done. So essentially, you just want to win as many times in a row as you can in Arena. But the shop, you can get cards directly that way, and here you can get a pack for 100 gold, or you can pay real money and get multiple packs. Now, just to show you this a little bit, I am going to buy a pack with gold, and I'm going to go in here to open packs. If you hold down your, I don't know what it is for the controller, but if you hold down the space bar and click, you don't have to like click and drag. Okay, at least that's the way it used to be. It's no longer working for me now. Now, what's kind of cool about this, if you want some anticipation, depending on what card you're hovering over, or what color it is, The blue glow basically means it's going to be rare. If there's no glow, it's just going to be some common cards. But, see, this is a rare. And the rank in which cards, in terms of like rarity, so you know how rare they are, it goes from the white to blue, and then there is purple and orange diamonds. And if they don't have a diamond to them, then they're just completely just regular cards, and those are the cards you cannot disenchant. But anyone that does have a diamond under it, no matter what color it is, you can disenchant it. Now, disenchanting, basically the crafting system, is you will be able to craft cards that you don't have, so you don't have to rely on the RNG system to get the card you want out of a pack you just opened up. You can just go over here directly and try and craft a card. Now, of course, the rarer the card, the more expensive it's going to cost. Now, this is an orange card. This is a legendary card, like I was telling you about. They cost 1,600 dust to disenchant, and the blue ones cost about 100, and the white ones cost only 40. Now, if you're going to disenchant a card, it'll tell you how much it will give you down here. You'll get 5, so if I disenchant these two, which I don't want to do because Lepronome is awesome, is I'll get 5 for each one I disenchant. So if I disenchant both of these, then I'll get 10. There's a button down here for when you're opening packs, you might get more than one card. You can only have 2 of the same card at any time in your deck. So if you own more than 2 of the same card, even if it's a legendary, you can automatically get it all disenchanted here. See, now I have 15. I'd show you what it's like to craft a card and disenchant a card, but I don't want to do that right now. I don't have enough arcane dust as it is. So to actually show you the game right now, I'm just going to go against the computer real quick, just to show you guys the basics. Like I said earlier, your objective is to get your opponent to 0 health. You don't want to typically start off with high in-game cards, and I'll explain what these are. These are mana crystals, and that's how much mana it's going to cost to play that card. Now, you see these little red teardrops right here with 30 health. You want to get that to 0 to finish your opponent off. And as the game goes along and progresses, this bar down here is going to fill up with mana crystals to about 10. So you'll be able to pretty much play any card out there that you want. As I said earlier again, each class has a special ability next to it, and every special ability costs, again, 2 mana crystals. You can see there at the top. So right now I have 2 mana crystals, so I can go ahead and summon a guy here. And what's cool about going second is you get this card called the Coin, which gain 1 mana crystal this turn only. So I'm going to go ahead and show that off for you right now. And even if you have 0, it'll still give you 1 back, so there we go, I got another one. And I'm able to use this hand protection here, and I can shield my guy. Now obviously I'm just showing you guys the cards around, so I wouldn't want to have actually have done that to have wasted that kind of a spell card in this guy. But yeah, let's see. Down here you'll see the yellow one. The number on the left is going to be the attack next to the health. So this guy has 1 health. I have 1 attack on this guy, so I attack him. He's now dead. And the reason why he didn't kill me was because I had Divine Shield on. And a lot of these different cards have different abilities to them. Like this guy, the Eldar Peacekeeper, his Battle Cry, which a Battle Cry is essentially, he will change enemy attack to 1 as soon as I lay him down. So a Battle Cry is as soon as that card is played, as soon as you put it on the board here, he will immediately be able to do whatever it is his Battle Cry is. So just to show this off right now, I'm going to go ahead and play him. I'm changing that guy's attack from 2 to 1. Now this little thing over here is kind of like a replay reel, sort of kind of. You'll be able to look and see what cards have been previously played, and this is really helpful for card counting because you'll know that your opponents can only have 2 of the same cards, so this kind of helps you keep track of what's been played, and that can be really beneficial to you in the long run. Now, this card here, I used this earlier. This isn't a minion. This is what's called a spell card. Now, when I put this on the board, it's done. It's done its duty as soon as I play it. And this also does a draw card effect, which is really important. You want to have cards in your deck that help you draw cards. So, I'm going to show that to you. Shot him, and I got to draw an extra card there. And that's pretty much the basics to this game. It's real simple. It's a lot of fun. It's a very simple, straightforward game. You can check online. There's so many different other websites. There's Hearthstone, there's Icy Veins, there's multiple websites that will help you in building your deck up and helping you show some pretty good builds. Icy Veins has a good list of free-to-play decks, and that essentially means you haven't, you've just started, you haven't spent any money or gotten any cards yet, really, to build a proper deck. So they show you the best decks to build with without spending any money, and of course the more advanced decks as you go. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be uploading more Hearthstone videos in the future. Thanks.